100 Facts About Christmas. Christmas is a contraction of Christ's Mass.
The first Christmas cards were printed in London in 1843.
The world's first artificial Christmas tree was made of feathers in Germany in 1847.
The Christmas star is actually the planet Venus.
Putting a star on top of the Christmas tree is said to represent the star that led the wise men to baby Jesus.
The song White Christmas is the best-selling single of all time, with over 50 million copies sold.
Giving gifts at Christmas is said to have originated with the Magi, who brought gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh to baby Jesus.
In Guatemala, people burn a giant bonfire on Christmas Eve. This tradition is called La Quema del Diablo and symbolizes the burning away of evil spirits.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was created in 1939 by Robert L. May, a copywriter for Montgomery Ward Department Store.
The Coca-Cola Company is credited with creating the modern image of Santa Claus as a jolly, white-bearded man in a red suit.
Putting lights on Christmas trees began in Germany in the 1600s.
The first electric Christmas tree lights were invented in 1882 by Edward Johnson.
In Italy, Befana, a good witch with a broom, brings gifts to children on January 6th. She is said to fill the stockings of good children with candy and coal for naughty children.
The largest gingerbread house ever built was 60 feet long, 30 feet wide, and 20 feet tall. It was built in Texas in 2013.
Santa Claus is based on the Dutch figure of Sinterklaas, who is said to ride a white horse and give gifts to children on December 6th.
The world's most expensive Christmas ornament is a diamond-encrusted Christmas tree that is worth $18 million.
The song Jingle Bells was originally written for a Thanksgiving Day celebration in 1857.
Kissing under the mistletoe is thought to have originated in England in the 18th century.
The world's largest snowman was built in Maine in 2008 and stood 122 feet tall.
In Spain, children don't receive their Christmas presents until January 6th, the Day of the Three Kings. On this day, children leave their shoes out for the Three Kings to fill with gifts.
The world's largest Christmas tree was a 242-foot Douglas fir that was erected in Seattle, Washington in 1950.
Over 250 million real Christmas trees are sold in the United States each year.
The first Christmas carol was sung in France in the 9th century.
The tradition of eating fruitcake at Christmas began in England in the 17th century.
In Japan, a popular Christmas tradition involves eating KFC fried chicken for Christmas dinner. This unusual tradition began in the 1970s and is now so popular that people often need to place orders months in advance.
The first Christmas tree ornaments were made of apples, nuts, and candles.
The world's largest collection of Santa Claus figurines is owned by a man in Japan and contains over 2,000 figurines.
The first commercial Christmas movie was Santa Claus, 1898, which was only 12 minutes long.
Americans drink over 1.3 billion cans of eggnog each year.
Hanging stockings is a Dutch tradition that dates back to the 17th century.
Americans watch over 100 hours of Christmas movies and specials each year.
The word poinsettia is named after Joel Roberts Poinsett, who introduced the plant to the United States in the 1820s.
Americans spend over $100 billion on Christmas each year.
The tradition of caroling is thought to have originated in England in the 16th century.
Americans send over 2.6 billion Christmas cards every year.
The world's longest Christmas stocking was 187 feet long and was knitted in Canada in 2010.
The world's largest Christmas pudding was made in England in 2011 and weighed over 13,000 pounds.
Poinsettias is a Mexican tradition that dates back to the 16th century.
While Christmas is celebrated on December 25th, the Bible doesn't actually state Jesus' birth date. The date was chosen based on pagan winter solstice celebrations and the early church's desire to replace them.
Many different traditions and customs are associated with Christmas around the world, reflecting different cultures and histories.
The world's largest Christmas lights display is in Japan and features over 7 million lights.
Christmas is the most popular holiday in the world.
The world's largest Christmas market is in Germany and attracts over 3 million visitors each year.
Having a Yule log is a pagan tradition that dates back to the winter solstice.
The world's largest Christmas tree farm is located in Oregon and covers over 10,000 acres.
Leaving out milk and cookies for Santa Claus is said to have originated in the Middle Ages, when people would leave out offerings for Odin, the Norse god of war.
The world's tallest Christmas tree is in Norway and stands 216 feet tall.
Americans eat over 1 billion pounds of candy canes each year.
The world's oldest Christmas carol is In Dulce Jubilo, which was written in the 13th century.
The word Christmas is thought to be derived from the Middle English word Christes Mass, which means Christ's Mass.
The world's shortest Christmas carol is Hark, the Herald Angels Sing, which has only one verse.
The word candy cane is thought to be derived from the Latin word can, which means cane.
Americans eat over 450 million pounds of turkey on Christmas Day.
The world's largest collection of Christmas ornaments is owned by a woman in Germany and contains over 25,000 ornaments.
The Christmas wreath stems from ancient pagan customs of decorating homes with evergreens during winter to symbolize hope and life.
Caroling is a medieval tradition that dates back to the 14th century.
The word holly is thought to be derived from the Old English word hooligan, which means holy.
The world's largest collection of Christmas carols is held by the Library of Congress and contains over 10,000 carols.
Hanging mistletoe is a Celtic tradition that dates back to the 1st century AD.
The world's largest collection of Christmas cards is held by the British Library and contains over 100,000 cards.
In some countries, like Germany, Christmas celebrations start on December 6th, the feast of St. Nicholas. Children leave their shoes out on the night of December 5th, hoping for treats and gifts.
Santa Claus has been an American tradition that dates back to the 19th century.
The average American spends over $800 on Christmas gifts each year.
In Iceland, the 13 Yule lads visit children during the 13 nights leading up to Christmas. These mischievous trolls leave small gifts for well-behaved children and rotten potatoes for naughty ones.
Americans listen to over 200 billion hours of Christmas music each year.
The world's largest collection of Christmas lights is held by the Guinness World Records and contains over 10 million lights.
The tradition of wassailing is an English tradition that dates back to the 12th century.
The world's largest collection of Christmas wrapping paper is held by the Museum of Modern Art and contains over 5,000 rolls of wrapping paper.
Christmas trees is a German tradition that dates back to the 16th century.
The word eggnog is thought to be derived from the word nog, which is a word for a strong ale.
In Finland, people build saunas and take a sauna bath on Christmas Eve. This tradition is believed to cleanse the body and soul for the holiday season.
The world's largest collection of Christmas stamps is held by the National Postal Museum and contains over 2 million stamps.
The word wassail is thought to be derived from the Anglo-Saxon phrase ways hail, which means be in good health.
In Norway, people hide their brooms on Christmas Eve to prevent witches from stealing them and flying off to a witch's Sabbath.
The word Santa is a shortened version of the word Santa Claus, which is itself a shortening of the Dutch word Sint Nicolaas.
Wrapping gifts in paper dates back to China in the 2nd century BC. Early wrapping materials included silk, cloth, and even paper money.
The first department store Christmas catalog was created by Sears Roebuck in 1886. This revolutionized gift-giving and helped establish Christmas as a major commercial holiday.
In the US, Christmas Eve is for church services, family gatherings, and gift-giving. In many other countries, Christmas Day is the main day for celebrating and exchanging gifts.
In South Africa, people celebrate Christmas with a braai, which is a barbecue. They enjoy traditional South African dishes like boerewors, sausage, and sosadis, kebabs.
The Christmas tree is not traditionally decorated with red and green ornaments until the 19th century. Initially, it was decorated with fruits, nuts, candles, and even edible ornaments like cookies.
In the Philippines, the Christmas season is called Simbang Gabi, which means night masses. People attend 9 dawn masses from December 16th to December 24th.
Although Christmas is celebrated on December 25th, the Bible actually doesn't explicitly state Jesus' birth date. The date was chosen based on the pagan winter solstice celebrations and the early church's desire.
Speaking of pagan traditions, the Christmas wreath is thought to be derived from ancient pagan customs of decorating homes with evergreens during winter to symbolize hope and life.
In Austria, a popular Christmas tradition involves Krampuslaufen, where people dress up as Krampus, a scary creature who punishes naughty children.
In Venezuela, people roller skate to church on Christmas Eve morning. This unique tradition is said to have originated due to the crowded streets and lack of parking.
The tradition of sending Christmas cards began in England in 1843 by Sir Henry Cole. He was too busy to write individual letters to all his friends and family, so he commissioned an artist to design a card.
In the United States, Christmas Eve is traditionally a time for church services, family gatherings, and gift-giving. In many other countries, however, Christmas Day is the main day for celebrating and exchanging.
In Mexico, people celebrate Las Posadas, a 9-day procession that reenacts the journey of Joseph and Mary to Bethlehem. On each night, people carry candles and lanterns as they travel from house to house, asking for shelter.
Not all cultures celebrate Christmas. In China, for example, Christmas is not a major holiday. However, it is becoming increasingly popular, especially among young people who see it as a fun and festive occasion.
Despite its religious origins, Christmas has become a secular holiday for many people. They enjoy the festive traditions and atmosphere without attaching any religious significance to it.
Christmas is a time for joy, peace, and love. It is a time to celebrate with family and friends and to reflect on the year that has passed. Christmas is a reminder of the importance of giving and helping others.
It's a time for giving back. Many people volunteer their time to help others or donate to charitable organizations. This spirit of giving is an important part of what makes Christmas such.
From the twinkling lights to the heartwarming carols, Christmas has a magical way of making people feel happy and hopeful.
So this Christmas season, take some time to appreciate the beauty of the holiday and all that it represents.
Christmas is a time for joy, peace, and love. It's a time to celebrate with family and friends and reflect on the year that has passed. Christmas reminds us of the importance of giving and helping others.
Whether you celebrate Christmas with religious devotion or simply enjoy the festive traditions, there's no denying it's a special time of year that brings people together.
Remember, the best gift you can give is the gift of yourself. Spend quality time with loved ones, share your blessings with others, and create memories that will last a lifetime.